One glance, and the entire room froze. Xiao Zhan's eyes locked on Wang Yibo, and in that single moment, everything changed. Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the most captivating and emotional stories behind your favorite stars. Today, we're diving into a moment that had fans replaying it over and over. The gaze from Xiao Zhan that left millions wondering, was it love at first sight with Wang Yibo? Picture this, a buzzing event, cameras flashing, voices blending into the background. And then, in the middle of it all, Xiao Zhan's attention narrows to one person, Wang Yibo. The look in his eyes was so soft, so unguarded, that it became one of the most talked about moments in C-ent history. But what was behind that gaze? Was it just admiration, or the spark of something far deeper? Before we reveal the full story and the hidden details you might have missed, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the most emotional and fascinating moments from your favorite stars. It was a moment that could have passed unnoticed, yet somehow, it became unforgettable. A crowded room, flashing cameras, voices blending into a soft hum. And then, like a scene from a romance drama, Xiao Zhan's eyes met Wang Yibo's. Just one glance. But it was enough to send fans into a frenzy, questioning everything they thought they knew. Was this just a fleeting moment between colleagues, or was it the spark of something deeper? Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the most captivating and emotional stories about your favorite stars. And today, we're diving deep into the scene that shook the entire fandom. The moment Xiao Zhan's gaze at Wang Yibo became the center of every conversation. What was hidden behind that look? Could it have been love at first sight? Or is the truth even more beautiful than we imagined? Let's rewind to where it all began. It was during a promotional event for the Untamed, the drama that brought these two incredibly talented actors together. The atmosphere was electric. Fans screaming, photographers snapping every angle, and the two leads sitting side by side, surrounded by the intense spotlight of fame. Wang Yibo, with his calm and slightly aloof demeanor, was answering a question from the host. But while everyone else focused on his words, Xiao Zhan's focus was entirely on him. In that moment, Xiao Zhan's expression softened in a way that cameras rarely capture. His eyes seemed to study Wang Yibo like he was trying to memorize every detail, the way he tilted his head, the way his lips curved ever so slightly when he smiled, the quiet strength in his voice. It wasn't just looking, it was seeing. Truly seeing. And that's what made the moment so powerful. Fans who caught this on camera instantly knew something was special. The clip spread like wildfire across social media, and the hashtags exploded. Some called it the gaze of admiration. Others called it the gaze of love. And yet, the mystery only deepened. To understand the weight of that glance, we need to remember the journey these two have shared. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo came from completely different worlds. Xiao Zhan, the warm-hearted artist with a background in design, who stepped into acting later in life. Wang Yibo, the reserved and fiercely independent dancer-turned-actor, known for his sharp charisma and strong sense of self. On paper, they were opposites. But on set, something clicked. During the long, grueling filming process of The Untamed, they built a quiet but unshakable trust. Scenes that required emotional intensity flowed naturally between them, as if they could anticipate each other's moves without a single word. And off-camera, small gestures, a shared laugh, an unspoken understanding, the way they stood close in crowded rooms, hinted at a bond that went beyond scripts and stage lights. So when Xiao Zhan looked at Wang Yibo that day, it wasn't just about attraction. It was about familiarity, about gratitude, about seeing someone who had been there through the late nights, the pressure, the moments of doubt, and realizing that person understood you in a way few others could. Wang Yibo, of course, noticed. His response was subtle. A quick glance back, a faint smile, the kind that speaks volumes without a single word. It was like they were in their own little bubble, just for a heartbeat, away from the flashing cameras and the noise of the crowd. The thing about moments like these is that they're not scripted. They're real. And maybe that's why fans hold on to them so tightly. Because in an industry where everything can be carefully planned and performed, authenticity shines brighter than any spotlight. As the years passed, their dynamic continued to fascinate the public. There were times when they appeared distant, perhaps due to their busy schedules or the pressures of their careers. But then, every so often, a new photo, a stolen glance, or a candid laugh would surface, and the speculation would reignite. It's as if that original gaze set the tone for everything that came after. Some fans believe that this was the very moment that defined their connection. The instant Xiao Zhan realized Wang Yibo wasn't just a co-star, but someone who would leave an indelible mark on his life. Others think it was simply the natural affection between two people who had shared an extraordinary journey together. But maybe it doesn't have to be one or the other. Maybe it was both. When we talk about love at first sight, we often imagine it as something dramatic and all-consuming. But sometimes it's quieter. It's the way your heart softens when you see someone being entirely themselves. It's the warmth in your chest when you catch them laughing. It's the moment you realize that, for reasons you can't quite explain, you care about this person in a way that's different from everyone else. That's the magic in Xiao Zhan's gaze that day. It wasn't loud or showy. It was gentle, honest, and unguarded. And maybe that's why it felt so real. Whether it was romantic love, deep friendship, or something in between, one thing is certain. That moment became a piece of history for their fans. It was replayed, analyzed, and cherished because it captured something that can't be faked, human connection. And perhaps that's why, years later, people still talk about it. Because we all want to believe in moments like that. Moments where time seems to slow down, where one look can tell a whole story, where two people can share something so profound without saying a single word. So, was it love at first sight? Only Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo know the truth. But for the millions who witnessed it, that gaze will always be remembered as one of the most captivating moments in C-ent history. Because sometimes, the most beautiful stories aren't written in scripts or spoken on stage. They're told in the language of the eyes. And in that language, Xiao Zhan's message to Wang Yibo that day was loud and clear. I see you. And that's the story behind the gaze that shook the entire fandom. Whether it was friendship, admiration, or something even deeper, one thing's for sure. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's connection is something truly unforgettable. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to catch our next video. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.